Good morning. Today's class is about how to find out the instantaneous centers of a 4-bar chain. Question. In a pin jointed 4-bar mechanism as shown in figure, AB is equal to 300 mm, BC is equal to CD is equal to 360 mm and AD is equal to 600 mm. The angle BAD is equal to 60 degree. The crank AB rotates uniformly at 100 rpm. Locate all the instantaneous centers and find the angular velocity of the link BC. Here, the 4-bar mechanism is like this. First, we have to draw the space diagram with some scale. Here, AD is equal to 600 mm, AB is equal to 300 mm, BC and CD both are 360 mm each. 360 mm, this one 360 mm. This length AD is equal to 600 and AB is equal to 300. This is the space diagram and this angle is equal to 60 degree. We have to draw this space diagram by using any convenient scale. Okay, after this, first find out the permanent instantaneous centers. First, we have to find out the permanent instantaneous centers and fixed instantaneous center. Here, point A and point D both are fixed points. That means AD is a fixed link. Then point A and D, these points are known as fixed instantaneous centers. This I instantaneous center, this one, if we represent this as, this link as first link, this link as second link, this link as third link, and this link as fourth link, then this point A is known as I12 instantaneous center relative to first and second link. I12, then point D will become I14. First, we represent the fixed instantaneous centers. After that, we have to find out the permanent instantaneous centers. Here, pin joints at B and C both are permanent instantaneous centers, and we can represent this point B as I23 instantaneous center of link 2 and 3, and this point will become I34. After that, we can find out other two instantaneous centers. First, number of instantaneous centers is equal to, total number of instantaneous centers is equal to n into n minus 1 by 2, where capital letter N is the number of instantaneous centers and small letter n is the number of links. Here number of links is equal to 4, so the total number of instantaneous centers is equal to 4 into 4 minus 1 by 2, that's equal to 4 into 3 divided by 2, and that's equal to 6. And total number of instantaneous center is equal to 6. Already we found out 4 instantaneous centers, and we can easily find out other 2 instantaneous centers by following method. First, draw the circle diagram. In the circle diagram, first we have to represent 4 different points as 4 different links. Link 1, link 2, link 3, and link 4. Then represent the instantaneous center I12 by a straight line. I12. Then instantaneous center I23. Already we found out that instantaneous center I23. Then another I34. Then I14. Already we found out these 4 instantaneous centers. Then after that, just apply the Arnold-Kennedy's theorem. Arnold-Kennedy's theorem states that if 3 links are in relative motion with each other, then the instantaneous centers must be on a same straight line. Here we have to find out I24. Actually, we have to find out this I24, and this I24 is a common side with the triangle 412 and 432. This side is a common side to this triangle and this bottom triangle. Then we can say that the instantaneous center I12, I14 and I24 must be on a straight line. I14, I12 and I24 must be on a straight line. That means I24 must be in a line which is connecting to I14 and I12. This line I24 must be on this particular line. Then when we consider the bottom triangle, then I23 and I34 and I24 must be on a straight line. I23, I34 and that I24 must be on a straight line. When we apply both these conditions, we can easily find out this I24 here. I14, I12 and I24 must be on a straight line. Similarly, I34, I23 and I24 must be on a straight line. Then we can easily find out this instantaneous center I24. Similarly, when we consider this instantaneous center I13, in order to find out this instantaneous center I13, we consider this triangle and this triangle. Then I14, I34 and I13 must be on a straight line. I34 and I14 and this I13 must be on a straight line. Then I13 must be on this particular line. Then while considering this the upper triangle, I12, I23 and I13 must be on a same straight line. I12, I23, I12, I23 and I13 must be on a same straight line. That means we can easily find out I13 here. This is the method to find out the various instantaneous centers. We already found out 6 instantaneous centers, all the 6 instantaneous centers. Then we know that the velocity of B is equal to, velocity of B with respect to A is equal to absolute velocity of B because the point A is at rest. So that velocity of B with respect to A is equal to VB, that is equal to omega of AB into AB. Omega of AB into AB. Then here omega AB is equal to 2 pi n by 60, where n is the rotations per minute, RPM of this particular link. Then 2 pi into 100 divided by 6. Okay, here omega AB is equal to 2 pi n by 60, that's equal to 2 pi into 100 by 60, because we already in that question given that the crank AB rotates uniformly at 100 rpm. That means n must be equal to 100 rpm. Then omega AB is equal to 2 pi n by 60. 2 pi n by 60. Omega AB is equal to 2 pi n by 60. 2 pi into 100 by 60. That's equal to 10.47. 10.47 radian per second. Radian per second. 10.47 radian per second. Then the velocity of B with respect to A is equal to VB is equal to absolute velocity of B is equal to, because point A is a fixed point. So velocity of B with respect to A is equal to VB. That's equal to omega AB into AB. Omega AB into AB. Then omega AB is equal to 10.47 into AB is equal to 300 mm. 300 mm is equal to 300 mm. 300 mm means 0.3 meter. 0.3 meter. 0.3 meter. Then the absolute velocity of B is equal to 3.141 meter per second. Then when we apply the conditions of instantaneous center, we know that the same point B is a part of link 3. Same point B is a part of link 3. Same point B is a part of link 3. Then we can say that the velocity of B is equal to, with respect to first link, velocity of B with respect to first link or fixed link is equal to omega BC into I13B. Omega BC into I13B is equal to velocity of B. Then this velocity must be same as this velocity, because that point B is a part of link 2 and link 3 also. Point B is in link 2 and link 3 also, so that the velocity of B is equal to omega BC into I13B, and that velocity must be equal to this one. Then by measurement, we can say that I13B is equal to I13B. By measuring this distance, I13B is equal to 500 mm or 0.5 meter. Then we can substitute 0.5 meter by I13B by 0.5 meter. Then we can easily calculate omega BC. Here omega BC is equal to VB divided by I13B. That's equal to I13B is equal to 6.282 radian per second. That omega BC is equal to 6.282 radian per second. And that is the final answer. We can use or utilize the instantaneous center concept here along with the ordinary way to calculate the velocity of various links. We can utilize both this approach in this particular question, and we can easily find out the omega of the the angular velocity of the connecting rod. Thank you all.